Cracking conditions dealt sailors challenging racing at this year's Hong Kong Race Week. Sailors making the most of the range of conditions with 4 brilliant days on the water at one of Asia's premier dinghy regattas.
It's one of the best events we do during the year, I think, because we have a lot of other international people come over and we have like a week of sailing.
Very exciting. Yeah, sure. I'm very happy.
It's not just about winning. Hong Kong Race Week offers promising sailors a chance to hone their skills in an international competition.
This is my first time to have a competition of sailing, so I'm excited.
Every year the fleets keep getting bigger and bigger. There's more countries getting involved as well, which is really good for Asian sailing.
Hong Kong Race Week provides valuable exposure for local sailors to experience a major international regatta right on their doorstep in Hong Kong. This year fielding 245 entries from 10 nations, including China, Cambodia, Guam, India, Myanmar, Norway, Sweden, Macau, Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong.
Well, this is the 6th year we organize this, right? I guess, our record proof for ourselves that we can bring it to a very successful event.
The Hong Kong government proudly sponsors the event, which is a fixture on the ASAF youth sailing circuit in Asia.
It's an excellent event for young sailors and for them to compete against their fellow youngsters in the region. That's terrific. Build friendship and to enhance their seamanship. I think that's terrific because Hong Kong is surrounded by water. We want our sailing to develop further.
The biggest fleet in 2019 was the Optimist main fleet, with 105 competitors racing in 2 flights. Day 1 and 2 of racing saw moderate wind conditions, while Day 3 had light winds and blue skies. That all changed on Day 4, with winds gusting over 25 knots, with very lumpy sea conditions, testing all sailors out on the water. In the Optimist's Open Division, Norway's Julia Jacobsen took 3 bullets out of 3 races, putting her on top of the ladder. Her consistent results seeing her take first place overall in the division.
It's really fun and also really social. I met a lot of new people from other clubs and also overseas people.
In the Green Fleet, 47 sailors from Cambodia, China and Hong Kong lined up for this year's race week. This class fosters newcomers to the sport, nurturing the development of their racing skills. This year, the lineup doubled in size.
The growth has come from mainland China. It's come from the Greater Bay Area. Several teams who have kids coming into the main Oppie fleet are also bringing kids into the Green Fleet, which is fantastic for the future of sailing in this Greater Bay Area region.
I mean, for sailing development is going well. Wow. So you can see we got over 50 teams from China this year.
In the Optimist Green Fleet, local sailor Felix Mulder took first place in his class. Celebrating sportsmanship, the 8-year-old was keen to share the honours with his competitors.
It's very exciting to win, but I also think the other players and other teammates and everybody deserves to win sometimes.
In the Laser Radial Fleet, Chinese Taipei's Daniel Huang led on the 2nd day, followed by Hong Kong's Stan Pickard. Close behind was the top female, Stephanie Norton. All 3 held those positions over the competition, despite the most challenging conditions on the last day.
It was quite windy. It was quite tough because the conditions were quite shifty and it was quite gusty, so it was quite difficult to control the boat.
The wind is too stronger.
In the Laser 4.7s, Hong Kong's Patrick Feng took the win, followed by India's Ramilian Yadav.
Yes, actually I'm very happy that I could finally just win a Hong Kong Race Week in any class.
Hong Kong's Elwha de Flynn and Thibault Minne came out 4 points ahead of fellow local sailors Duncan Gregor and Matthew Clark in the 420 class. It was a close battle in every race for these competitors over the 4-day event.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was great conditions as well. It's the first race week I've done in a 420. Before that I was Optimist, and I think it's the best conditions Hong Kong Race Week has ever had for a long time, so it was great.
On the final day, the 2.4 class got 2 races in, despite the challenging conditions. Hong Kong parasailer Chi Yung Puk won for a 2nd year in a row.
感覺都好 每一次過嚟都方便嘅，佢哋呢個級都提供到我哋傷殘人士可以用到嘅設施都 OK。
On the final day, all the fleets competed on the inner race course areas of Stanley Bay and Repulse Bay. With many capsizes, some boats were forced to retire early with damage. The 29er fleet got one race in before strong winds forced the fleet back to base. Hong Kong's Malo Kennish and Anatole Martin won with an impressive 11 bullets in 13 races.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to win. It's a brilliant event. What's great is that it's in Hong Kong, whereas the sailing community isn't as big as in other nations. But we are still getting other sailors from abroad.
For the second year in a row, female competitors make up more than a third of the Race Week fleet. This year, for the first time, in a welcomed initiative, an award was given in recognition of women in sailing. Donated by Nancy Huang Everest, coach of the Dongshang Tigers sailing team in China, the trophy celebrates and supports Asian women's sailing. The trophy was awarded for the first female in the Laser 4.7 class. Xinran Chen of Nanjing Whisper of the Wind Club in China took the honours. Race Week is just one of many international sailing events run by Royal Hong Kong Yacht Club. Growing in significance is also the club's push to ban single-use plastics at events and across the city.
Where they're really filtering out plastics and all waste from the yacht club, trying to make it a greener yacht club because, you know, we're sailors, we use the ocean, and the ocean is a valuable resource to all of us, and so saving on plastics might help a little bit.
Hong Kong Race Week offers sailors a diverse field of international experience. This couldn't be achieved without the hard-working volunteers from all over Hong Kong's sailing community who make it happen.
So well done to everybody, the competitors, the volunteers, the club staff, on completing Hong Kong Race Week 2019.
This event is part of the ASAP Youth World Cup, run by the Hong Kong Sailing Federation in conjunction with the Royal Hong Kong Yacht Club. While some took home a title, others embraced the chance to compete in an international lineup that includes the next generation of first-class sailors. For most of these competitors, Hong Kong Race Week in 2020 is already in their sights.
There are more and more sailors from all over the world coming for the Hong Kong Race Week, and I just feel like it's getting better and better.
It's a way for us to try to train and find potential, good sailors in the future.